Hello everyone, my name is Netia Kasai, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel based on a true story. We're reviewing the movie Secret Life of Pets 2 Dos for you Spanish speakers out there. Complete and utter nonsense. So let's get right into it by seeing who made this film. So it was written by Brian Lynch, who also wrote Secret Life of Pets Uno and Minions, that wonderful film. It was directed by Chris Renaud and also co-directed by Jonathan Del Val, who are directors in the animation world. The running time for this film was 1 hour and 26 minutes. I will be honest that you guys know my hour and a half mark. You know how much I love it. Even this 1 hour and 26 minute film, it had my rubber band on, you guys. It's gonna be fine. Focus, 1 hour and 26 minutes. It still felt long, but we'll get into that later. Let's get into our wonderful cast. For our cast, we have Patton Oswalt, we have Kevin Hart, we have Harrison Ford, we have Eric Stone Street. You guys, I love Eric Stone Street. I love his name. I want him to have all the wishes in the world. Then we have Jenny Slate, we have Tiffany Haddish, we have Blake Bell, and we have Dana Carvey. According to IMDb and Wikipedia, I'm going to give you a synopsis based on both of those wonderful websites. Secret Life of Pets is continuing the story of Max and his pet friends, following their secret lives after the owners leave them for work or school each day. Max faces some major changes after his owner Katie gets married and now has a child named Liam, up to the point he becomes overprotective. On a family trip to the countryside, Max meets a farm dog named Rooster, and both attempt to overcome his fears. Meanwhile, Gidget tries to rescue Max's favorite toy from a cat-packed apartment, and Snowball sets out on a mission to free a white tiger named Hugh from a circus. My overall score for this film is 2 Doggie Treats. I was reading a review of this film and I think it summed it up quite perfectly, so I'm going to steal it. And it said, this was the sequel we never wanted. We never needed. After seeing it, I completely agree. That seems to be a common thread in Hollywood right now. But people want their money. People want to get paid, people want to put money in their pockets, and so they make sequels, so I get it. But this was really not a great film, you guys, and it was like watching 3 different storylines, 3 different separate movies, 3 shorts. Like, it was just so confusing. I haven't seen an animated film like this in a very, very long time, or just like a film like this in period. And it would have been great if it was like 3 storylines and they all weave together at the end with this overarching theme, but that's not what happened. It was like we had 3 different voices of what people wanted, and it didn't connect in any way, and I was grasping for straws. I think that's what the saying is. Again, I love making up sayings, and I was like, maybe like the overarching theme is like fear and like what it can do to you and how it stalls us in our lives and like how to put it away. But that was like for one character, and other characters had a similar fearfulness, but it wasn't like point out blank, like this is the issue that we're tackling and this is how we're bringing it together, you know? It was just cute animals on screen the entire time, which I'm like totally fine with, but I was bored. Like, I was really bored because there was no real story. I will say everything looked beautiful. It was visually stunning just to watch these animals play and live their lives, so that was fun. For honest performances, I'm gonna skip this section since it is an animated film. However, Kevin Hart as a bunny is probably my favorite role that Kevin Hart will ever do. Like, I just think it's funny. Like, I don't know how to, like, the first one I was just rolling. I was like, give me more Kevin Hart as a bunny. So they might do a Secret Life of Pets 3, and I would be fine with that as long as it was just about Kevin Hart as a bunny. And maybe even like a docu-series, like, where we follow him and how he like centers himself and like and becomes the bunny, you know. For diversity in front of and behind the camera, I'm gonna give this 2 Doggie Treats. The top bill actors were all dudes. Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish were representative people of color. We have Lisa Marie Amar as assistant producer, Christelle Balkin as our co-producer, Jenna Healy as our producer, and Tiffany Holkerts as our editor. So yay for those women who are behind the camera. I do want to bring up a point that I think is interesting, that I find interesting. Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish were people of color, but they were playing pets. However, we had a character, Katie, who was Max's owner, and she falls in love with this guy, marries him, and it's a white dude. And I was like, that would be such an easy way to just slide in some diversity, just slide in the inclusion, you know, like make the dude Latino, make him Asian, like it just seems so easy and simple. Like and it wouldn't, like kids wouldn't question it. They're there for the pets anyways, and like it's just an easy way to include other ethnicities, because for the most part, like all the other characters, people characters were white. So I was like, why even in the animated world we're lacking in diversity? So I know we're working on that, but this movie could have done a little better with that, I think. The overall score for this film, again, is 2 bones. I will say you should skip out on this film. And the kids in my theater, who I watched it with, were having a grand old time, just cracking up. They loved it so much. If I were a parent that had to take my child to this, just know that it's gonna be a little painful. Like it's just not. You're not gonna see Coco. Like Coco, beautiful storyline, beautiful characters, arcs, beautiful like animation, you know, but this isn't Coco, and that's fine, but just like know that going into it, like you're gonna be bored, it's not gonna be that great, it's like everywhere, the film is just everywhere, and I was like, what are we watching here? But I did enjoy Kevin Hart as a bunny. Okay, you guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this review. I know it wasn't a happy one, I don't like doing those. Remember to like and subscribe if you want. And remember, most importantly, your story is important, so go out into the world and tell it. Thanks so much. Bye.